Welcome to the place where we like to sprinkle a little bit of glitter to get you feeling good and a little gossip because we just can't live without it. I am your host, Kelly Hutchinson Chapley, and this is Glitter and Gossip. You know how we roll up in here. We got a full house to the max, as usual. I got Jen Myers.
What's up, what's up?
I got Kelly M. with Guilty Until Proven Fabulous.
Hey, y'all.
And I got Miss Christy Langlois, my co-hostess with the mostest.
Mostest.
Loving that. Thanks,
Hey,
y'all.
baby.
Little love up in here. What? So we got a pretty epic show tonight. We're doing some What Would You Do? Little What Would Kelly Do questions, but we're going to ask everyone because who doesn't want to know both Kelly's opinions? And maybe even a Christy and a Jen. I know I want to know, right?
Maybe, yeah.
I mean, I ask them for advice all the time, so we might as well let everyone ask them.
Yeah.
Right.
So we also have Mr. Christopher Lamy. He is returning tonight. He is coming in strong. We are talking about Cannabis for Warriors. It is a healing program, and he is going to give us the scoop on that. So these
excited.
fabulous t-shirts are actually for sale. They are $22 each, and we are going to show you how you can purchase one to help warriors. And that is going to be for, you know, all the veterans out there that need some help and need a little peace in their life.
Stay tuned for how.
Yeah, it's pretty epic.
Definitely excited to have him back. He's one of our favorites.
He is one of our favorites
Yeah.
because he talks about stuff that not everybody wants to talk about.
Yeah.
Right.
And we like gossip.
And doing some
so.
cool stuff that
Yes.
not a lot of people would do.
Yeah, helping people out and, you know, opening up different things that, again, nobody really wants to talk about. But let's talk about this. Let's talk about Ladies' Night. Do y'all know about Ladies' Night?
I do.
I've
Yeah,
heard.
I do.
I mean,
I've
I'm
heard.
having Ladies' Night right now.
Yeah.
Ladies' Night is at Scoreboards on Coursey Boulevard in Baton Rouge every Tuesday night, where you get to hang out with the four coolest people on the
Well,
actual planet.
Yeah.
Or at least three. I
To
don't know.
us
Jennifer
four.
said well,
We're
so
the coolest.
we might take her out. But Ladies' Night starts at 5 p.m. here at Scoreboards, and our show starts at 7:50 sharp. So that means you can come and pre-game with your favorite Gigi girl.
Right. And the party doesn't stop when the show ends either.
No,
No.
I mean, it keeps
Don't
on
stop
going.
till
It does
I
keep
go
on going.
home, till
Yeah.
we go home.
I mean,
Right.
yeah, or until we're up here karaokeing. It's
Yeah.
just whatever.
Wherever the night takes us.
It might
is
get
where we
weird.
end up.
Yeah,
But-
so it gets a little shaky up here, but it's always a good time.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Totally.
So I'm really enjoying that. I'd like to talk to y'all or just throw this out there because I want everyone to think about this question that I'm about to ask.
Okay.
So if you had the opportunity to get $30,000 per year of your life, how many years would you trade for money? Don't answer it, but think about that.
You get
What is-
$30,000 every year.
That means you didn't have to pay bills that year. You just
Oh, no.
gave up that year and you got paid. I don't know if you have to like sit in a room quietly on your hands
No,
or
I-
something.
I
but
think you just-
teleport through it.
You close
Just
your eyes and then
gone.
you open them and a
you're-
year of your life is gone.
Yeah. So I mean, how many years would you be willing to give up? You don't have to answer it.
I already know my answer, but yeah.
I know my answer.
Yeah.
I do too.
Some people are selfish. Some people aren't. You know. So there's that. So yeah, Cannabis for Warriors. Y'all check it out. You can check it out on Instagram, cannabisforwarriors.com, or on Facebook, Healing for Warriors. So check it out. When we return, we have so much going on. Ask your questions at glitterandgossipshow.com.
So I feel like
just a feeling.
Bleach Bright LED Whitening. Phenomenal whitening results of 2 to 8 shades in less than 30 minutes. And more effective than other teeth whitening options because the light opens the pores on your clear enamel layer to allow our whitening formula to penetrate behind the enamel. We're confident that you will be ecstatic about your results.
Hi, I'm Kelly, and welcome to The Hair Show.
I'll leave for a little while. And all you other letters think you can take over my town. Look at you. None of you's even a vowel. If the people want the money they deserve for their accident,
The E guarantee.
and as for you other letters, it's time you were erased.
Welcome back to Glitter and Gossip. Thank you. So on this fabulous night, we are going to do some Q&A with my girls.
Why not?
So I would like to ask a would you rather question to get this party started. And it's a pretty good one. I think you're going to like it.
All right.
So, would you rather wake up as a new random person every year and have full control of them, or wake up inside of a stranger's body and have no control once a week?
Ooh.
A new person every year.
Wait, do you get to be the person for the whole year?
Yes.
Yeah.
They're not you. You have full control. You can do whatever the heck you want with them.
Yeah.
You have nobody to answer to, or let somebody control you for 1 week out of the year.
Oh, I would go with the second one, actually. You'd be stuck in somebody you don't want to be.
Yeah,
for
but
a
you
whole
could do
year.
whatever the hell you wanted.
Yeah, you're
for
like
a year, and then
incognito.
at the end of that year,
Okay.
you basically
Right.
have no consequences.
There's nothing. You
Just
can do
another
whatever the hell you
person.
want.
And you
You're
can do
like
so much.
I know.
There's so many things you
ruin
can
their
figure.
life.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
can.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter.
Answer to it. That's the cool part.
I would
Doesn't
probably
matter.
choose the different person every year.
Yeah.
'Cause there's so many things you could try without any regret. Because by
Right,
the end
no
of the year,
regrets.
it's over.
I
No
don't know.
regrets.
No regrets.
And
Yeah.
yeah, but somebody coming into your body
Right.
for 1 week could totally ruin your entire life.
yeah.
Exactly. I don't think I
And
would
you're
want.
stuck with that
Man.
life after.
I wouldn't want anyone ever in my body. I'm just saying, this is my body. It's my temple. Stay away from
But
it.
a whole year, I would be stuck in somebody.
You would basically you would just like never be
Yourself.
You could
your
be
own
yourself.
person.
You just won't look
Actually,
like it.
you would learn so much too.
Yeah.
By being someone else.
You would get to see all the things.
Yeah.
Think about how many questions you have about random worldly
Oh,
things.
I'd have so many questions.
I think I would let somebody
I would
maybe
turn
take control of
into
my
a
body for a
philosopher.
week. I think I would want to hear the stories whenever I return.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you?
Okay.
No, I don't know. I think I'm going the year for sure.
I can't
Yeah.
decide.
I can't either.
Who's next?
I
I'm
say
going to
the year.
disagree. Kelly, what you got?
Okay, for the question. Okay, so I have a what would you do? This is a Q&A advice question.
Ooh.
I picked my favorite.
Okay,
y'all.
let's do
And
it.
this question's got me kind of heated. It's a little much, and I feel like I should know everybody's answer, but okay, so I'm gonna go. So it says, my son Steven and daughter-in-law Julia are expecting their first child, and our first grandchild next month. I had what I thought was a good relationship with Julia, her daughter-in-law, but I find myself devastated. Julia has decided only Stephen and her mother will be allowed in the delivery room when she gives birth. I was stunned and hurt by the unfairness of the decision and tried to plead with her and my son, but Julia says she wouldn't feel comfortable with me there. I reminded her that I was a nurse for 40 years, so there is nothing I haven't seen. How can I get them to see how unfair and cruel this decision is?
I think
My ladies out there.
I feel like you should. Yeah. You know what? Life isn't fair sometimes. It really isn't.
Life is
That's the life of having a boy.
Yeah.
I mean, you don't have to deal with their first tampons experience. You don't have to deal with having to wait on them for everything. You don't have to deal with worrying about every little penis that's out there. So you also don't get to go in the delivery room. It is what it is. Us as mothers of little girls have to worry about everyone, everything. Our children are victims pretty much at all times, I feel like, as a mother of 3 little girls. And it's just, it would be great if you had a mother-in-law that was cool, or daughter-in-law, a daughter-in-law that's cool. That I'm about it. But as a mom, if my little girl picks somebody else's mama to go in there and not me,
You didn't make the cut.
Hell no.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, Kelly was mad. Kelly was
I'm upset
offended.
with Christy still, and it's been 5 years.
5 years later, that she couldn't be in the room with me.
She did not pick me.
I had my husband.
I see how like
She's
that's
still
something that you would
salty.
hold on to. Yeah. For sure.
So
Like,
I
there's not
had.
very many people's babies I want to see happen. But
Yeah.
Christy's baby, I
You
wanted to
did
see
walk
happen.
in on me.
I did.
Oh, so you got a glimpse.
No, I didn't. I had my husband, my mom, and my sister-in-law.
She had
but
another girl.
She was a lactation specialist. I needed.
Yeah.
You weren't.
That-
You didn't need a lactation specialist. You
Well, I
needed
mean, now
me.
we know. But
Well, I was behind the doctor's shoulder for my cousin. Sorry. And I would never take it back, but it's intense. So
Oh, yeah.
maybe it's a good thing. I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay, so what do you think about that situation? If you were the mother of a son who was having a baby, like how would that make y'all feel?
I would say,
I mean, my
you know what?
perspective is just different.
Yeah, life is unfair. You didn't have a daughter.
Yeah, I feel like at that point you
you-
just have to be understanding.
And
Like,
as
it's
the-
nobody's decision but
Yeah.
theirs on who gets
And as
to
a
go.
mother
Right.
to a son, there's a lot of things that you get to experience that, you know.
I mean, I
would be
know that
different,
my
but-
mother-in-law was pretty disappointed that she didn't get to go in, but I didn't want to go through that without my mama, and there was
Right.
no other mama that
Yeah.
I needed than my own.
Right.
And then she needs to ask herself too, like, what was her situation whenever she was
Yeah.
At the
You
end
know?
of this day,
Would
the
you
only
want
person having this baby in
Don't you think
here
about- yeah.
is me.
right.
She's not actually pregnant for the record.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I'm not pregnant. I'm
True.
just saying in this situation,
Yeah.
if I want to be by myself in this room, that's what's about
Right.
to happen.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I could kick everybody out.
that's how I
I mean,
feel.
there was
The
a
o-
few times where I kicked everybody out. I was in there
Yeah.
alone.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, I
Totally
was in there
okay,
for
too.
like the first 10 hours or so,
Yeah.
and then I
Yeah.
had to work,
Yeah.
hold
Yeah.
down the fort.
I mean, I was in labor for 16 hours.
Yeah.
At some point, I was tired of people coming in smacking on food when I hadn't eaten in 16 hours.
And yeah, and then
Right.
at that point, like, how would you feel? Like, if there was, Brandon's mother was, trying to do that to you, like,
in like the
I don't know.
most
She didn't
stressful
hassle
moment of
me
your
about
life.
it. She kind of
She's
just knew.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because, I mean, she's got 3 other kids, too.
and then like I think
Jules
it's-
was the 9th grandkid. I'm sure she was over it.
I think it's more open to like regular births versus like cesareans.
Yeah.
And for me, I was in the operating room, so I could only choose 2.
Yeah.
Like I would have been like, "Hey, y'all, come on in," but it's just not that situation.
I didn't
Okay.
even want to watch my own.
I got a question.
I want to see. Yeah.
We're ready.
Sorry.
What you got, Jen?
Okay.
So she's gonna look me out.
I don't know.
and
I'm reading
just
that.
says
Okay. If you died tonight, heaven forbid, I don't want you to or anything.
Gosh. It's
What
getting
would
dark.
you regret not doing?
Telling you I love you.
Oh my God. There's so.
I've
I
done
feel like
so
I'm,
much.
Yeah. But
Yeah. What do you regret if you
So
died
much.
right now? Yeah. What would you regret?
I don't
have
feel like I've had the
never-
opportunity to do a
I've
lot
never
yet,
done.
So
You're still little.
I mean,
Yeah,
there's,
I'm a baby.
there's not much.
I don't
little
mind.
baby.
What is it?
No, I'm keeping it. But no, think about it.
Oh, how are you gonna ask the question? Keep
Right?
your
You can't
secret.
keep it.
I asked it.
You should have asked
Nope,
a better
exactly.
question. I'm just kidding. I mean, for me, there's a lot. I'm little, So I haven't had like the opportunity to do a lot. So there's a lot of things I would
Okay.
still like
Well,
to
then
do.
what's
that
one of 'em?
I don't know. Go to the Grand Canyon.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
I don't-
Yeah.
I mean, that's not really up there for me.
That's what make $1 million.
It is really grand. Yeah.
There's a lot of things.
Yeah.
Have a child, own a house.
Yeah.
Well, I know what I would.
There's a lot.
What?
So, Mom, I know you're watching, and I know we're in a huge fight. So if I die tonight, I want you to know that I love you. Whatever. I'm still pissed though.
You like your mama.
All right,
Okay.
y'all ready for my question?
Oh,
you
nobody
answer?
wants to answer?
I
Right,
answered.
did you-
I even
did
like
you
made.
answer?
I know, I like
know.
it. Yeah, I know. I like it.
I don't
Is that
regret
why you want to
anything.
look at me in the eyes when you ask it?
You don't regret
Because
it?
of my
There's
mom?
another reason
No
to
regrets?
No regrets.
All right.
Okay.
That's your answer.
That's my answer.
You have
Liar.
no regret. Not one.
Yeah, no regrets.
Or regret what you haven't done.
Haven't done, yeah.
There's got to be a lot
Oh,
of
there's
things
a lot
you
of
haven't
things I
done
have.
before.
I regret that I have done probably.
Well,
No.
yeah.
No, but it's what do you regret that you have not done?
I don't know. Go whitewater rafting yet? I don't
See,
know.
that's what I'm saying.
I'm good. I don't know.
I would never do that.
I'm not
So
very
much.
adventurous.
Yeah.
And I've jumped out of
No,
airplanes.
that's very adventurous.
I don't know.
I know. I'm surprised. That's the one thing Jen doesn't want to do.
I do not wanna do
is go
that.
whitewater
What?
rafting.
Whitewater
and I want to be like in
rafting?
the front of it,
No.
like holding on.
Christy, I'll be there.
No.
I want to do it.
I
would
want us
never.
to be like tandem strapped, like
There's
you're
no
jumping
way.
out of
Okay.
airplane, but we're on a raft.
I'll,
that
I'll
way, if I
hold
go
you
down,
up.
you go down.
I'll hold you up. I've
It's
held
a-
you up before in the water. I've swam
I'm
with
not
Kelly.
a strong swimmer, for the record.
I am.
I'm not a strong. You want me to
I
die?
have-
Throw me in the river. I
I've
will.
held Kelly while swimming back to shore, so I'll do it again if I need to.
Yeah, I almost
maybe I'll go
died
with you then.
in Destin, Florida, in like 2009 or something. It was bad.
Yeah. I think like the
we're
last.
glad you're still
Maybe
here.
it was
Hold
like-
on.
maybe-
You're welcome.
We're happy you're alive.
Are there white water rafts in Destin, Florida?
No.
No.
This was just an experience of
Oh,
almost
okay.
dying. It was Christy saved my life, kind
Oh,
of.
okay.
That's about the only way you'll get me to go to the Grand Canyon, is if I can go
Oh, okay,
whitewater
yeah, no,
rafting
there's
in
definitely,
it.
Yeah.
I'll go with you.
The
Because I do
Colorado
not
River.
see the point of just going look at the Grand Canyon.
Oh, no.
that was
I mean,
nice.
I kind of feel like National
jump in.
Lampoon's Vacation, where he's just like, okay, let's go. You know?
Glad we saw this.
Well, I was like
Yeah.
8, and it was grand. It was pretty grand.
It was
I mean,
pretty
I'm
grand.
sure it
Yeah.
was.
I don't know.
but I don't know now.
I don't know.
I'm not
You have
into
a
it.
question?
I do. So mine is, should I tell my employee I found out that another employee isn't really a paraplegic?
Yes. Yes.
And how?
Let them
How do you
know
prove it?
Immediately.
How do you?
Pick them up and you throw them.
Wait, isn't a paraplegic?
What if
Yes.
they were
Yes.
wrong though?
They're lying about it.
So
Yes.
you just dump them out, and then what if they were wrong?
That's not your mother. That's a man, baby.
I'm so confused.
Okay, a
Say they were
paraplegic is the person
faking
that
being paralyzed.
Yeah.
faking
And
it.
you knew that they were faking it.
And they're your coworker.
No, I get it. I'm just like,
How do you tell your
Why would
Do you
employer?
tell your boss, or do you just roll with it?
Do you like try to dump him out of his wheelchair?
I would do it in the parking lot.
I would do it.
I told
Oh,
you.
man.
Get off.
I just, I'm just trying to figure out the scenario in which you would lie about not being able to.
I mean, I guess
I
you
wouldn't
get
maybe tell my
special.
boss.
Yeah, you
Treatment,
definitely get
treatment,
special
yeah.
You
treatment.
get to take the elevator nobody's allowed to use or something.
Yeah. Heck yeah.
I definitely
Good lunches.
Dude, okay, for
Would you
real.
throw one under the bus?
You get a
If-
special parking spot.
If I knew,
Yeah.
if I knew my coworker
Special parking
was
spot
faking
alone
being
is
in a
bullshit.
wheelchair, I am telling everybody.
Right.
Everybody gets
Yeah.
to know.
Yeah.
The
boss
Everybody.
might not know first.
No,
Like,
everybody.
yeah.
Everybody. I'm
Everybody
putting
else.
cameras. I'm getting them. They're getting busted. There's no way. Plus, I'm going viral for that for sure, for being the one
Yeah.
to
I'm
snitch on
gonna
'em.
video it
You know what's
while
funny?
you throw them out the wheelchair.
There are people really in wheelchair. Whatever.
People wouldn't really do that, I don't think.
You would.
I would
be
never, for the
called-
record, I would never throw anyone from a wheelchair, ever, unless Kelly told me that you weren't really paraplegic.
You would go
Yeah.
off of her word?
Yes.
No, if I was
I would
going
go
to
off
snitch,
your
it would be
word
like
or
Isn't that,
Christy's.
isn't that
God.
called like Munchausen's disease, where you think you're sick but you're not actually sick?
I think that's a hypochondriac.
No, like an
Munchausen's.
well, yeah,
That's what Dr. Chamberlain told me I
hypochondriac.
had.
Yeah, you're a hypochondriac, but
No,
like
I'm
people
not.
with
There's
like
things
big
that are wrong.
diseases.
Yeah, no,
Isn't that
there
called
can
like
be worse. There can be
Munchausen's?
worse than
No
you.
way.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
You know what I'm talking about?
No, yeah.
Like the Gypsy
Yeah.
Rose.
And
Yeah.
then
Shaken Mom, yeah.
Munchausen's by proxy is whenever you
By
think someone
proxy,
else
yeah.
is sick.
Yeah, like Gypsy Rose.
Yeah.
The movie.
That's what I was thinking
the
of
chick from
earlier,
New
yeah.
Orleans, where the
Yeah.
mom made the daughter sick even though she
Uh-huh.
wasn't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
some craziness.
Yeah. But that's like when people have like the symptoms, but they don't actually.
Yeah, like
they're not
I
actually
have the
sick.
symptoms of having congestive heart failure.
Yes.
But after monitoring lots of money, I don't.
Yes.
Get out.
Right.
That does not make me a hypochondriac.
Yeah.
It means that I have circulation.
It
problems.
means that you
Thanks.
have Munchausen's disease.
No, I don't, Christy. You're so mean. You can't diagnose me. You're not a doctor.
That's my official diagnosis.
Y'all, when we return, we have Kelly's kickoff, so don't go anywhere. It's going to be epic.
Super E, we have a new client to sign. You need to fly out to meet them right away.
I'm on it. Up, anyway.
Okay, who closed these windows?
Bleach Bright LED Whitening. Phenomenal whitening results of 2 to 8 shades in less than 30 minutes. And more effective than other teeth whitening options because the light opens the pores on your clear enamel layer to allow our whitening formula to penetrate behind the enamel. We're confident that you will be ecstatic about your results.
No one can stop me when I taste the feeling. Nothing could ever bring me down. Nothing could ever bring me down. Taste the feeling.
Hi, I'm Kelly, and welcome to The Hair Show.
Welcome back, y'all. We've got some pretty epic stuff going on. Welcome back to Kelly's Kickoff here on Glitter and Gossip, where I talk about football because I'm into it. So, first and foremost, let's talk about the Saints. Let's talk about Drew Brees. Did y'all hear what happened?
No.
My boy was on the field trying to make it happen and tore a ligament in his thumb, and he is a quarterback for the Saints. He is the quarterback. He's making it breezy on every Sunday morning.
Yeah.
So I'm pretty sad about that. But we do have a Los Angeles surgeon. He is actually the Rams hand specialist, going to be working on our boy here shortly. They say that they'll know more after surgery, but it looks like 4 to 6 weeks. Our boy Drew, he'll be out. So it's pretty sad, and I'm pretty sketched out about it.
Just
y'all.
hoping they can hold it down until he gets back.
Yeah, well, they do have Bridgewater.
Yeah.
He's coming in. We're going to see how he does. Let's see what this guy has. Maybe he's going to really pick it up. I feel like it's definitely going to happen. I mean, he's a professional football player.
I have all the faith. I feel like you have to have the faith.
You do.
Because I feel like everybody's like, let's see if he can do it, but it's like
it's the Saints.
We just know
mean,
he's gonna
if you don't have faith,
can
you call yourself a Saint anyway? So yeah, we got Bridgewater coming on strong. I think he's got this. So I'm pretty stoked about that. So also, Saints will be Sunday night football against the Seahawks. I'm sorry, against in Seattle against the Cowboys. That's coming on strong. So that's going to be a big event. But let's talk about LSU. Can we do some LSU? Because that's really what's really going on. Who watched the game? Who watched the game? I know I did.
Oh yeah,
I was like,
did I watch
y'all
the
were watching
game?
it with me.
I did watch the game.
So LSU, we've got so much going on.
Yeah.
We've got actually Northwestern State Demons. That is in Louisiana. So we can't hate on these boys too bad for putting some
we can.
some numbers on the board.
Yeah, you can. Yeah, you're right.
We can.
Yeah, we can.
But I mean, Coach O, do y'all know that he played for them for 4 years?
That's what I heard.
Yes,
word
he
on the
did.
street.
He was on the defensive line for 4 years. But let's see a little recap of last week's game.
Yeah.
Roll that beautiful footage. So it was pretty awesome. There was so much going on. A lot of, a lot of touchdowns. I mean, the guys did get a couple on us in the first and second quarter, but I mean, we came back strong.
Yeah, the first quarter was looking a little squirrely. It was looking
Yeah,
it was looking like it was going to be a game, but then it
maybe they
wasn't.
were a little hungover from last
We've
week.
got some rushing touchdowns. We have a punt return touchdown. I mean, my boy, number 6, Terrence Marshall, he killed it. He's a superstar if I ever saw one. Number 22, Clyde Edwards-Helaire. That dude there, killing it. Look at him. He knows what's up. So I think that we just have such a great team this year. I'm really excited to see where they go. And the next place they'll be going is Nashville. Have y'all been to Nashville?
Yes, sure
Pretty
have.
epic place.
I like it.
Nashville's a really
We haven't played Vanderbilt in a couple
So
of
Vanderbilt is our next game, and this is their first SEC matchup. And who do they choose? LSU. Poor babies. What do y'all think? How y'all think that's gonna
years. Or
go?
we chose them.
I don't know how it goes.
Yeah. I think that we're going to do...
Look at him, and it's another touchdown.
Yeah.
I mean, those boys really did that. I watched them. I'm gonna tell you,
They definitely got their
I was a nervous
stuff
wreck.
together.
Yes, she
after
was.
the
Look,
second
Christy was there.
Yeah, the first.
So we went out Saturday to watch the game, and I'm sitting here like it had to be a good 30 feet away. I was looking at like a 30-inch television, angry at every person that kept walking in front of it, and nobody could hear me or cared what I said or thought. And I'm like, move! But the first and second quarter, I was pissed. I mean, weren't we all?
Yeah.
But obviously, it was
I think that was
they
the first time that
blew them out of the water for sure.
Northwestern has even had a higher score than a SEC team whenever they're playing an SEC team.
Well, this was their they were back it up.
Bring it back.
Broke a record because they've never actually scored on LSU. And they scored 2 touchdowns, so
yeah.
Oh, there you go.
I mean, they actually got some stuff. And this, of course, y'all, again, this is Louisiana. These are Louisiana boys. They've been watching LSU every Saturday, just like every other boy that puts on purple and gold out there. So, I can't really hate on them for getting some points up there.
No, I mean,
but,
a lot of those players
You gotta let 'em
would
get one or
probably
two.
would have
Right.
loved to go to LSU. And so I'm sure they're super jazzed about playing us.
yeah.
And I think that they were such on a high from last week winning against UT that,
And we did have some boys out, so I mean,
Yeah,
there was that
sure.
as well.
Right.
But 65-14 LSU, of course, killed it as usual. We're doing so well this year, y'all. I'm just so proud of our boys in purple and gold, and I'm so excited. I did meet a source. And that source did tell me that there is a lot of people being looked at already to go to the NFL. I mean, of course, that's every year, but I heard it.
With my own
your
ears.
These ears. I heard it.
Well, LSU is.
I didn't hear it from the grapevine. It
Yeah.
came up in here.
There's
It
a
was
lot
there.
of NFL players from LSU. for
Because
sure.
we are the bomb.com.
talent. We got talent.
There's so much talent, and there's so much talent out here, and it hurts my feelings that there's so many players that aren't being played also. That hurts me because
Well.
they got here, and it wasn't because they sat on a bench. They worked their butts off. So
Yeah.
I just hope that there's an opportunity for everyone to, glow a little bit.
Well,
you know what I'm saying?
I want to win.
I want to win too. And we will win next weekend. So keep it up, y'all. We're so proud of the Tigers. Tigers. Them Tigers, them boys.
No one can stop me when I taste the feeling. Nothing could ever bring me down. Nothing could ever bring me down. Taste the feeling.
Bleach Bright LED Whitening. Phenomenal whitening results of 2 to 8 shades in less than 30 minutes. And more effective than other teeth whitening options because the light opens the pores on your clear enamel layer to allow our whitening formula to penetrate behind the enamel. We're confident that you will be ecstatic about your results.
Hi, I'm Kelly, and welcome to The Hair Show.
I'm injury lawyer E. Eric Gerard. There's a Superman comic where he leaves Earth and comes back only to find a bunch of other superheroes trying to fight evil but just not getting the job done. Well, I'm back. Now there's all these other lawyers on TV saying they can help you with your injury claim, but something's just not the same. There's only one Superman, and there's only one E. E. Eric Gerard. eGuarantee.com. Get the E. Guarantee.
Welcome back to Glitter and Gossip, y'all. So I got my boy Christopher Lamy here. He is thebomb.com. He's actually been with us before. He's been on our show as well as our podcast. We love this guy.
We
and
like him.
he is actually here to tell us about this.
It's on his shirt too. Oh yeah.
So
I
Christopher,
bought one this morning.
Christopher Lamy is back, and he is talking about the cannabis for warriors. So tell us about that.
Yeah, thank y'all for having me back. Next time, I do expect to have one of those awesome glasses, though.
I know.
You know,
I
we've been
know.
saying we need to get one
We
for the
need
ads.
to.
That
I
just
don't know
says
who I need to
guest.
talk to about
Yeah.
it, but
I feel
would
like you
one.
deserve one because
Right?
You've been here a couple times. You should definitely. It should have
Yeah.
glitter and
Yeah.
gossip, just like that.
Yeah.
But for real, thank y'all for having me back. My job is I'm working as the director of public relations for Cannabis for Warriors. It's a 501c3. It's a nonprofit organization, and basically our mission is to raise funds for veterans and first responders who want to use medical cannabis for their physical or mental illnesses. and do it in a legal way,
Yeah.
but just don't have the money to do so. So what we're doing right now, and what I'd like to talk about is the Operation Warrior Relief. We're taking donations, we're selling T-shirts, we're trying to raise funds in any way we can so that we can provide, our hope is to provide 6 veterans or first responders with enough financial aid to cover their doctor's visits and their medication for an entire year.
Which is amazing.
It would be amazing. Even if we don't make it to 6, if we're able to even do 1, it would be incredible to be able to give that gift to somebody, the gift of quality of life that cannabis
Give
can bring.
us, for those who haven't met you or don't know your story, can you give just like a little brief rundown to just get people up to speed?
Sure. I did 10 years in the Air Force. I was a K-9 handler. Deployed to Iraq twice. Deployed to Afghanistan and a few other places. Decided after 10 years that it was time to get out. I had enough time away from the family. There was enough beating on my brain and my body that I needed to do something else. So now I'm in my 3rd year of law school here at LSU. And then when I get done, my plan is to advocate for veterans on some form or fashion, hopefully doing this for a long period of time. Our hope for Cannabis for Warriors is to be in this for the long haul. We want to, thank you.
Absolutely.
We are focused here in Louisiana currently, but our hope is once the laws kind of start relaxing on cannabis and on marijuana, we open up funding-wise and we can provide more assistance to more veterans and first responders out in Louisiana and outside and nationwide.
I have a question. So, talking about the funding for them to get medical marijuana, we talked this morning about how much yearly does it cost that it would save them?
So the numbers are going to be different because everybody, just like every other medication, it's going to be different for everybody. I'm going to have a higher tolerance than you might, and you may have a higher tolerance than she might. It just depends. We estimate that it'll cost around $3,500 per veteran or first responder per year for medication and for doctor's visits. So that's kind of what we're aiming for, is around $3,500 for 6 people. So we're looking around $20,000.
Is this going to exclude people that want to use alternate medications for their condition, or is this just people that strictly want to use medical marijuana?
So what we're doing is we're going at it in a 2-prong approach. We're trying to raise funds so that we can actually provide just direct financial assistance, but then we're also partnering with CBD shops, with dispensaries, with growers, with anybody that we can talk to that can offer in-kind donations. So somebody, so for instance, we have a company in California that sends out care packages. We sent out 6, I think it was 6 care packages this month to 6 veterans or first responders with CBD products in there that are aimed specifically at helping mental health issues. So these are given free of charge.
Amazing.
So there's a couple ways in which we're trying to do this.
Very cool.
That's awesome. How did you get involved with Cannabis for Warriors, and kind of like where did this all start?
Right. So last Veterans Day last year, Zach Thibodeau, the founder and president, kind of came up with the idea. He was a medic in the Army, and when he got out, he was medically retired because of service connection. He was disabled in combat. And when he got out, he started seeing how many people were affected by mental health and by suicide. We're losing 22 veterans per day to suicide.
A day.
When you include opioid overdoses and other medication and accidental deaths, that number climbs to 50.
So that's really interesting. So obviously they're having mental health issues, and so they're prescribing drugs that can actually perpetuate the problem whenever you are thinking of,
And that's one of the reasons that I got into it. I think we talked about it last time I was here. I started researching medical cannabis and marijuana and CBD after I had done so many medications through the VA, and I just even the ones that worked were adding side effects that were so devastating that it wasn't worth it. I didn't have a quality of life. I wasn't enjoying myself. I was angry all the time. So I started researching and looking into it before I did anything. And now I'm off all of my medications. I sleep like a baby, which in turn helps my mental health. I still struggle daily. But I think we all do.
Yeah, but you went through something crazy. You've seen things that we haven't seen unless we watch movies, of course.
Right.
There's only so much that anything can do, but if you're taking something or whatever that you're not dealing with those side effects, then
it's just interesting to think of that they're prescribing a drug for symptoms of something that people could actually take too much and die.
Yes, and there's a lot of misunderstanding that comes with cannabis, especially down here. People think that it's a lot more dangerous than it is. There's medical evidence, there's scientific evidence that shows that this medicine is helping. We're not talking about getting people drugs. We're not talking about just getting stuff to get people high. We're talking about a medicine that has been proven to work, and with very little, if any, side effects.
Right. And kind of what I mean, I mentioned this earlier when we were talking on the podcast too, is another thing about changing the narrative of people that are kind of naive to it, of thinking about, when you think of somebody that uses marijuana or cannabis,
stereotypical.
You have this vision of them.
You're like,
so
yeah, dude, yeah.
That's why I love having, I love having you on this show, and I love when we talk about this, because I always, like I pointed out earlier, that this is a man that served his country for years, is in law school, is married, has children, has raised them, owns a house, does his life daily.
Responsible adult.
Absolutely, and works with this amazing nonprofit organization, and
Like at the least,
it just changes the narrative.
Make it legal
it's really
for them.
Yeah,
right.
Like,
But look how far we've come since the first time we sat down on podcast when marijuana was completely illegal. And, Kelly just brought up a couple weeks ago that we did our first, in Baton Rouge, our first medical marijuana sale, which is a huge, huge step for the South, for sure. And think about this, too. Let's put some perspective on the matter, okay? We're employing neighborhood drug dealers, okay, instead of allowing our state to create a tax that can go toward anything, education, giving teachers more money, giving police officers more money, taking people, out of jail for smoking pot when they were 16 or 17 or whatever. This is a new opportunity, and again, this is an opportunity for our whole state to make money too. This isn't just something silly about us want to get high. No, I want my kids to be able to go to school and have the right books. And I want to be able to drive in Baton Rouge and not have a blowout every time I turn around, or somebody throw rocks on my car and me have to pay somebody to fix my windshield.
okay, so that's step one, but also they have to use it properly. Louisiana,
Or just don't leave your house. Just stay home, and then nobody will know.
And the stigma around marijuana is changing.
Yes, finally.
Those misconceptions and the false ideas, they are changing, and it's because of people like you having people like me on talk about it and not be afraid to talk about it. So it is changing. And you bring up a good point about if somebody wants to go do drugs, they're going to do drugs.
Yeah.
You can't regulate behavior.
Right.
So if I decide to go get drugs illegally, if I decide to go get marijuana from Smokey Joe down the road there, I don't know where that marijuana's been. I don't know what the level is. I don't know if it's laced with anything. It's a safety issue. And then if you're afraid to talk to your doctor about it, there's possible chemical reactions between the medications that your doctor's not going to be aware of.
And it is non-taxable income for some random person out there, when our whole state could be brought up a level, and we could not be the 50th worst state. We could be maybe the 48th. Check it out.
Spotter too.
If they use the money properly.
Yeah.
And I think it's awesome too that this also focuses on, you say, not just veterans, but first responders.
Right. We talked about that
Doctors.
earlier. First responders deal with things that veterans see when they're deployed every single day.
Right. Yeah.
These cops, the firemen, the EMTs, nurses are seeing traumatic events
absolutely.
every single day, and they're dealing with the exact same issues that veterans are.
Yep. It's really, I love that y'all include them in this, because it is very important.
I mean, I would be shook. I am shook.
Right.
Just thinking about what you may have seen. It freaks me out. I can't even. I cover my eyes during movies still. I'm still a child.
My brother's a ER nurse, and he was a medic for years through school and everything. And I mean, I've seen a change in him. I mean, he's always been like a quiet person, but
there's only so much you can prepare for some of that stuff that happens.
Yeah,
There is.
he'll talk about it, but it's crazy how just general he talks about it. Just I mean, dude died because
I guess you
and
have
it's just like whoa,
Right.
just
Someone's life.
so
Yeah.
and he's just so nonchalant about it.
It's just
So-
desensitized
Yeah,
you, I
he
guess.
is. Yeah.
So can you tell people how to get these great shirts?
Right, so we can be found online. We have a website, www.cannabisforwarriors.com. We can also be found on Twitter, on Instagram, and also on Facebook. Facebook we're a little more hard to find, but if you search the @ Heal Our Warriors, you'll be able to find us on Facebook as well.
Yeah, they don't like the word cannabis
I
on
know, I
Facebook, so
wanted to
just
tell
heal
her,
them.
yeah.
Yeah, and we
Heal
also,
them.
we talked about it earlier, we will have some shirts at the hair show as well as article and thread.
Yeah.
So you can pick those up from us
And
directly. if you
100% of
want them in
that
your
goes
hands.
straight
back
to
Right.
these
We are
guys.
we are a 100% volunteer force. Most of the people that are working with us are veterans who have been either
Yeah.
injured in service or found some relief in cannabis ourselves. So we know what we're talking about. We're not raising money for us, but we are
Right.
raising money for people like us, and we know what they're going through.
Absolutely.
100%.
So if you want to help veterans, here's a new way. Right here, Cannabis for Warriors. Get a t-shirt. Donate. Do whatever you can. Help these boys out.
Spread the word.
Love. When we return, we've got Christy's Chaos. It's going to be crazy.
Bleach Bright LED Whitening. Phenomenal whitening results of 2 to 8 shades in less than 30 minutes. And more effective than other teeth whitening options because the light opens the pores on your clear enamel layer to allow our whitening formula to penetrate behind the enamel. We're confident that you will be ecstatic about your results.
Super E, we have a new client to sign. You need to fly out to meet them right away.
I'm on it. Up, anyway.
Okay, who closed these windows?
No one can stop me when I taste the feeling. Nothing could ever bring me down. Nothing could ever bring me down. Taste the feeling.
Hi, I'm Kelly, and welcome to the Hair Show.
You know, I really was digging that. And you know what else I'm digging? My girl in them dresses. What? How about Jennifer Myers?
I only look that good when you
So
slow it
hot.
down.
Well, sometimes you need to slow it down, Jen, because that was hot. I like seeing you doing a little modeling. I know it's completely out of your element, but you did real well.
You look
Debbie
great.
put you up to that?
Yeah.
No, well,
Debbie right there. She put you up to that?
Ashley said I'm gonna do it.
yeah, I was like, I'm gonna do it. I know she wants me to.
I think
And-
I like how I like the dynamic there. How
Yeah,
Debbie
right. I
gets
was
you
like,
to do
no,
stuff
she's
that
like,
you don't. She wouldn't normally do that.
I feel like I
love
should
it.
maybe try on. She has
She did
so
great.
She
many beautiful dresses. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
That I feel like I should try on at least 3 a week and do a little,
Yeah.
Just to remind
Little
yourself.
montage.
right, and slow down. It's fun.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go formal next week. Still like
Yeah,
on
I
that.
want to try. Yeah,
Because guess what's coming up? Homecoming. And I need to let these girls, I need to set a standard, you know?
I know, don't-
What's Kelly wearing? I'm wearing Debbie's bridal. Not today, next week, so you can see it all.
Okay,
Jen,
I
are you
don't
doing
mind
it too?
claiming my age. I'm 33, and I definitely looked.
Homecoming, girl.
She looked like she was in high school.
I look at least like 21 or younger, right?
I mean, I'm going to go with 25.
Nailed it.
25, solid.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm 25. You can definitely be 23. I'm going to be 25.
I'll be 19 my whole life.
I'll be 25 for the rest of my life. I feel like I probably mentally will be 25
Oh,
for the rest of
yeah,
my
I
life.
am. I'm
So,
still
Christy-
15.
Yes.
Mentally.
My girl,
Yes.
what you got going on for us tonight?
Well, I have a little bit of trivia for y'all in my little Chrissy's Chaos. Are y'all ready?
Yes.
I'm
For
ready.
the topic?
Christy's
Ready.
Chaos,
So
what it
keeping
is.
in the theme of cannabis, this will be weed smoking movies.
All right.
I've never seen one.
I'm a big movie buff, so I like movies.
So I'm going to read y'all like the overall synopsis of the
Okay.
movie, and y'all have to tell me what it is.
Okay.
Okay.
Ready?
Yep. Thinking cap on.
Okay. The first one. A process server and his marijuana dealer wind up on the run.
Pineapple
Pineapple
Express.
Express, yeah.
I said it first, didn't I?
I said it at the same time.
Sure.
I won. Okay.
No,
1 point
we
for Kelly.
we all said it at the who?
I was. I
She
started
was?
the word before you did. You may have finished it first
Pineapple-
because
Thank
you
you
felt like you
for-
had to yell
You
it
didn't
faster.
give me a
Reppin',
clue.
Marty.
I was
Okay,
saying
number
at the same
2.
time.
All right.
Two stoners unknowingly smuggle a
oh,
van made entirely of marijuana from Mexico to LA.
Oh, Cheech and Chong, Cheech and Chong, Cheech and Chong.
That really was a
Which one?
Up in
one?
smoke. Still,
Yes.
yes, it was up in smoke, not still
Because
smoking.
everybody knows
What?
Up in Smoke.
I know still smoking too, Jen.
Whatever.
Cool.
Okay. Two homies smoke dope dealers weed and try to figure out a way
Friday.
to get. Yep.
You ain't got no job. You ain't got.
I like how the description says two homies.
It does.
homies.
It actually says two homies,
Is
Smokey
it
and
Friday
Craig.
or next Friday?
It's Friday.
Okay, cool.
It says Smokey and Craig, but I left
Oh,
that
I
part
can
out.
do
That was
that.
too
Yeah,
easy.
Smokey and Craig.
Yeah.
You know I can do that, girl,
Okay.
but I can't because I can't say any of those things on TV.
Okay.
All right, what's next?
Okay,
No
you'll have to
locked
listen.
doors.
You'll have to listen to this one. After Kenny accidentally kills a cop's diabetic horse by feeding it food, he is put in jail with a $1 million bail. The rest of the group must bail out Kenny.
Yeah! Chappelle, that's my boy. Damn.
It was half baked.
Yeah.
Dave Chappelle. Good
That's
job.
good though. I don't remember the plot of that movie.
Oh, when
I
he
just
kills
remember
the
he
horse?
baked it.
I know, I remember.
I love Half Baked. Okay.
Yes. Okay. Two guys by the name of Silas and Jamal decide to one day.
Oh, no, kid, the Crystal Burger
Dead
one.
presidents.
The white.
Hold on. Smoking dead presidents. All right, that's what I have. That was mine. Okay, go ahead.
They decide to one day smoke
How high?
something. Yes.
Damn.
Oh, I knew it was in there.
No, you're just throwing up.
A day in the life
were
of
smoking
two
dead presidents.
convenience clerks named Dante and Randall as they annoy
Oh.
customers.
Clerks?
Clerk, yes.
I don't know that one.
Holden,
Silent Bob?
yeah,
Oh.
Jay and Silent Bob.
All right.
Come on.
Holden and Banky are comic book artists. Everything's good until they meet Alyssa, who is also a comic book artist. Holden falls for her, but his hopes are crushed when she finds out she is gay.
The bad one.
Oh,
Super bad.
It's along the same lines as
Yeah, super.
Clerks.
Not super bad.
I don't know.
I don't
Can
know.
I get
Chasing
a repeat
Amy.
it?
It's Chasing Amy.
Oh, I
I
never
don't
saw
know
it.
that one.
Wow. A Korean American office worker and an Indian American stoner friend and work on
Harold and
a
Kumar. Escape from Guantanamo Bay.
Yeah.
Do they escape
Jeff
from?
is mistaken for a millionaire of the same name, seeks restitution for his ruined rug, and enlists his bowling buddies to get.
The Big
The Big
Lebowski.
Lebowski.
Yes.
Blah, 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 blah. I couldn't
Okay.
get it out.
Was
The
that
Big
a
Lebowski.
movie?
Okay, I have two
movie?
more. Two more.
I didn't
A
know there was a
35-year-old video gamer tester has to move in with
Grandma's boy.
Yeah, that one's so good.
Okay, last one.
That one's so good.
Last one, real
All
quick.
right.
An oddball journalist and his psychopathic lawyer travel to Las Vegas for a series of psychedelic escapades.
Oh wait.
Y'all don't
Leave
say
it alone in Las Vegas.
Yes.
Am I right?
Damn, you are
Damn,
good.
I'm good.
It
Damn.
was Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas.
yeah,
Whatever. I was so good. I was so good.
Wow.
Yes.
Dang, I know.
That was it. I'm so proud of y'all. We got through all of them. I know all the weed movies,
Yeah,
guys.
She was just researching.
No, I swear I didn't. They were just in that file back there.
No, I'm talking about you like those movies a lot.
Just researching them.
Yeah.
Oh, I was researching
For the show tonight.
Wounded Warrior, or the Cannabis Warriors. Yeah,
Correct.
sorry. So I'm just trying to,
Yeah.
research.
Y'all did a great job.
Damn,
I
yeah,
hope
keep
y'all
it up.
enjoyed trivia
That was
tonight.
fun, Christy.
That was a really good one. I mean,
I'm glad y'all liked
won.
it.
Did I win?
Yes.
Yeah,
Sure.
that was good.
So just as a reminder, I like the word 30. $30,000 per year of your life. What would you do? Would you give up a year?
I'd give up a few.
Do you want to know what I would do? I think it's like a 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and you will find out. Cheers to Glitter and Gossip.
Yes.
Check us out. Check us out on podcast, Glitter and Gossip, glitterandgossipshow.com.
Yes.
Question of the week. If you could trade 1 year of your life for $30,000, how many years of your life would you trade?
I would trade 1 year because I want the 30,000. I want 30,000, but that's it.
I would like to think that my life is invaluable.
I don't want to give up any more.
My life is too valuable to trade a second of it.
I'd probably do about 3 or 4 years. I'm sure there's a few somewhere out there that I could trade out for some money. If I had a boat, what would I name it?
If I had a boat,
I would name it Prestige Worldwide.
I don't even know.
I'd have a flag saying chill in the moat.
Suds 3?
She would probably just ride on Prestige Worldwide.
Yeah. And save my $30,000 that I just traded in.
You would buy the boat.
Yeah.
Chillin' the most, not Prestige Worldwide? That's so weird.